Welcome back to part 46 of my last Roman Let's Play, Total War Attila, playing as the Western Roman Empire. And this could well be the finale episode unless something catastrophic happens. So kind of in honor of that, I'm streaming and recording this finale. I thought it would be fun to do live. So Twitch people say hi to YouTube people say hi to your past selves potentially over on Twitch. Or just, you know, just hello, hi. That looks good. We are going to fight this battle because it'll be our last battle against the Roman Empire of Justinian. Let's go smash them. In we go. As always, thanks for your comments, advice, tactics, and suggestions. They're all greatly appreciated. I would say do keep them coming, but this will be the finale. So thank you for all your comments, tactics, suggestions, and advice throughout this series. I look forward to reading them all in future campaigns. I mean, I've said it across the last couple of episodes as it's been drawing to a close. But what will be replacing this series is a Napoleon Total War Let's Play, and I've decided I'm going to stick with Darth mod. I know one or two of you were saying why not use Napoleonic Total War 3. It's not to say that it doesn't have loads of great features, but I don't necessarily have the time to kind of figure out all the nuances and new bits and pieces of a kind of new overhaul mod, because it will probably feel and balance and play fairly differently to Darth mod, and Darth mod is a mod that I'm very familiar with, although I will say everything will probably still feel pretty alien to me, because I mean, I don't know, must have been a good couple of years since my last Napoleon series. Was that Prussia that I did as my last Napoleon campaign potentially? So yeah, it probably will still seem like I'm kind of relearning the ropes as such at the start of the campaign. Thankfully, with Napoleon's campaigns, he's actually got 3 campaigns. The 2 smaller campaigns where it's kind of very much narrative and story driven, kind of following his path to greatness and rise as a general and what have you, and his military career through the Italian campaign and then the Egyptian campaign. Then finally, the 3rd act is the grand campaign for him. So we'll play through all of those, hopefully get up to speed with that, and then yeah, full Darth mod fury unleashed throughout all of those campaigns and into the grand campaign as well. So yeah, should be pretty good. It'll be a straight to YouTube series, not planning on streaming it, but there might be the odd episode that I decide to stream as like a one-off. But yeah, it will largely be straight to YouTube. Probably won't be starting for another week or 2. Definitely won't be out next week. But potentially sort of the 2nd week of November is when I'm looking at some point for it to start then. I will, if possible, aim to have daily uploads of it for the first week or so. It's something I actually started doing with the Ramesses campaign for Pharaoh, and that seems to have actually been fairly well received. So potentially quite like to do that again, actually. At least for the launch of new campaigns while I'm able to kind of really kick things off with a bang as such. So we'll be looking to do that. And then it will probably fall into 3 to 4 uploads a week. Kind of just depends how other content on the channel goes that may not last as long. I know we've got a good few new games coming into play in November, like Stronghold Definitive Edition, Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So there's kind of lots to do, lots to play coming up in the next month or so, and lots of new content. But yeah, we'll try and give you guys a solid start with Napoleon as possible. I cannot wait to go and watch the Napoleon film as well towards the end of November. That's gonna be great. I think I might shell out for IMAX for that. Was it my Russia campaign? Not my Prussia. It was my Russian campaign. But no, how, for those watching on Twitch, how can someone double check how like when was the last episode of that uploaded? Feels like ages ago. So we've tapped them. They're coming on out. They just wait for their reinforcements to come on in. We're just gonna chill. We've got the artillery. It looks like they're happy to march towards me. Look at that line. Staunch Roman line. I definitely am not opposed to coming back to Attila for another campaign at some point in the future. Some of you guys have been asking about that, especially now that Attila runs so much better. Now that we've kind of basically brute forced our way through the poor optimization of the game with just much more modern hardware. Seems like if you have a 4080 GPU and a new sort of 12th or 13th gen Intel CPU, and probably the same for the latest AMD equivalent, you can just brute force your way through to extra FPS in this. I mean, it still dips at times, but nowhere near like it did when it first came out. All those years ago in 2015. So the future hardware that they spoke about is finally here. The future hardware is finally here. 8 years after launch. It's here and it works. And the game runs pretty well. I know one two actually were asking if I'd do an Age of Charlemagne campaign, which yeah, actually I might look to do that actually. Age of Charlemagne was a really good DLC. Be quite tempted to do that. Just a quick joke for our YouTube friends seeing this episode in the future. Do you know what we, the best cooks in the world, aka the French, call a really bad day? A tragedy. A tragedy. Oh dear. I think your other one was better, Louis, that you had earlier. 7th of August 2021 was my last upload of the Russia campaign. Wow, okay, so 2 years. 2 years since our last Napoleon series. It's just probably not as bad as I thought, to be fair. Here we go, here they come. Testudo. Actually, I want to do that again, because watching like a whole line of them form up would be pretty nice. Yeah, that's hot. Nice. I really wish they would then drop the front line, would just drop the shields down a little bit and the other line would come forward with the shields, because that is just inviting arrow fire right into you. Bombard them. Oh, cavalry. Just spotted it in time. Here they come. For Rome, for the true emperor, Flavius Belisarius. Hold! Hold! Justinian's Roman Empire's last charge. The last chance.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Swing around cavalry. This is a different engine. In the original Total War, they had locked shields correctly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. In Rome 1 and Medieval 2, they actually filter troops through properly as well. In both Rome 1 and Medieval 2, if you... If you move a unit through another, they'll step aside to allow them to move through properly. Yeah, it's obviously one of those things that's like different between the engines. Right, you guys need to get ready here, because otherwise our center is going to buckle. They are holding, but they are getting overwhelmed. Cavalry, sweep them aside. Thanks, cavalry, for going into my infantry. That'll be perfect for my cavalry then to finish up and knock you out. Beautiful. Enemy general down. Gorgeous. Yeah, there we go. There goes the break. Push. Break them. Lovely stuff. Press the attack. Yeah, they're gone. Crossbows and archers shredding them. Oh, yes. Our superior numbers because there's just none of them left. Slaughter them all. We've drawn them out of the settlement, so we need to hunt them down. Go, go, go. Let the carnage continue. Cavalry's going to get away, but be more. We've got more than enough troops to just finish them off with a straightforward order resolve. That's it. Job done. So here we see the remains of the once mighty Eastern Roman Empire under Justinian. There stands only one true Rome now, not the Western Roman Empire, but the Roman Empire of Belisarius. Wonderful. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll take our warriors for the 1%.
Commander, at your command.
Lovely. Traditions, ammunition replenishment for you.
Commander, yes.
Oh, they still, yeah, they had one army trapped in here, didn't they?
Forming a blockade. We hunger for battle.
We already had plenty of sieges. I'm done with you, false Romans. Burn. Perish. You are defeated. That's one of those. One on each side.
Ready for battle.
And with that, they're gone. They are out of here. Music to my ears. Faction destroyed. The Roman Empire, no, the Eastern Roman Empire. The Roman Empire of Justinian. Now, there are but 2 proper factions remaining. Myself and the Langobards. Visigoths I've spawned in as rebels. And I'm going to get them to join the Empire by throwing money at them, potentially. Or I'm just going to have to go to war with them. Actually, looking at it, because I'm not going to get them. I'm not going to get the money to bribe them.
Welcome, worthy.
All the corruption. So yeah, we'll have to send some armies over there, but that'll be a quick little finish. The Langobards are the last threat because they've actually got some reasonable troops in their armies. We'll kick things off. Wait a turn just to replenish up a little bit. Get all that repaired. I just don't have the money for it.
Ready for orders.
Okay, actually, you're kind of a bit of a ragtag band. I might use you to resupply those armies a little bit.
Make haste, men.
Lovely.
At once. Your orders.
That's sailing up there. You're looking after that because we've basically got an empire in near
For battle.
full rebellion now.
You will march till your feet.
So we've got to get the winning quickly because otherwise we're going to struggle because also corruption's hitting us hard. Governor. If we've got corruption reduction, need to go through this line. All right, we'll have one big battle with the Langobards and finish them. You guys are pressing in here. There should be an order resolve. Struggling to get up. Take the replenishment in case we get pressed again. Got a few issues. Few rebellions. I'm glad you're loyal. Right. Yeah, we've just got to go after them. They pull all their troops there. I'm assuming they're pulling all those guys there. We'll just aim for one big battle then against them.
At your command.
Led
Commander.
by Belisarius himself.
I want our
Move them on in. Gather them all up for a strike next turn, hopefully. I'd love to actually have Theodosius fighting again, although he fought with the last one. We'll let these guys build on up. Guys have got rebellion as well, though.
to your duties, men.
Guessing that's sorted. What did we actually just finish? Oh, the tax rate. Okay, yeah, that's recalculated now. Good. Yeah, we're going to complete all that for corruption, but we're not going to have time. We're going to have like another turn or two, and the campaign is done. So we definitely won't get all of those. That army coming up. That navy can stay behind and look after it, or possibly even sink these guys. That could be fun, actually.
At your service. Swift and silent.
Ready for orders. Commander.
You're not one of our better forces, Theodosius. Head back over here. Deal with those rebels next turn.
Fleet.
Send you guys up, because you actually will be. Over you go. It's 2 turns to get them, but quite a few of the others need replenishment anyway.
For orders. Are you ready to serve?
So, okay, we'll need a few turns then just to get things in order. That's fine.
Yes.
Leave you guys there. Although, actually, I'm going to pull you across to Ravenna. to maybe deal with the Langobards.
Commander. Ready for...
Force march you down there and deal with those rebels shortly. Oh look, Roman rebels. They rise again.
Ready for orders.
Just stay there. You'll crush them shortly. Just check we've moved everybody.
Commander. Ready for...
Yeah, not you, but that's fine. You're here to kind of support basically at this point.
At your command.
Ah, yeah, we do have you over here. I need to take these guys out.
We hunger for battle. Call this a
Right, we need to pop everybody back into their positions again. Not John, though. Master of Officers. Commander-in-Chief. Yep. Yeah, Ian's going that. Master of Soldiers, because that reduces upkeep costs all forces. So yeah, we want everyone in there. Fill all these up. Might as well. One last time. Lovely. Right. End the turn. My veteran really doesn't matter what I pick. Do that. End turn. What's the realm divide in this? There isn't really a realm divide in Last Roman. I mean, if you're playing as Belisarius, the whole choice you have to make is whether you choose to stay loyal to Justinian or break away. But it's kind of up to you. There's no kind of end game event in Last Roman. No end game threat because it's more of a narrative, historical, objective based one. So you just get lots of little objectives throughout the campaign, little bits of story flavor, which is quite nice. You guys got another turn each.
How may I serve you?
Can't deploy this. Why can't you deploy? Where did the Langobards go? They've gone here. I mean, I'd be very tempted to attack them while they're in the water and sink them, but then I've got to make... Well, I mean, if they come and attack me, we'll have a nice big fight there. I've just got to make sure I'm well defended, which I'm not if I'm recruiting those guys there. I can get this army to support them, though.
Put your backs into it. Commander. We hunger for battle. We hunger for battle.
You go there in force march.
March.
You go there in camp stance.
You there. Get to work.
Just because of that, I'm gonna cancel
Ready for orders.
that, and I'm gonna pull you
On the move.
to there.
Make haste, men.
They want to attack me with their 4 armies here. They can.
Your orders.
Yeah, dealing with that one nicely.
Ready for orders. Ready for battle. We hunger for battle.
Got all those build up for a smidge more. Oh, they're no longer taking attrition. That's where I'm going to have to send additional troops to just finish off these guys that have appeared. Unless I can
We have need of
force them to
talk,
join me.
I'm sure. But we also need good food, a warm fire, and warmer women.
Oh, damn. Okay, so it seems like they don't need that much money then. We're getting 6k a turn now. Good. Right, let's declare war.
Ready for orders.
Sink them. Here we go. Shortly after, it's going to wreck my which may then have an effect on whether those guys want to accept or not. But hey ho, we'll crush them if not.
Put your backs into it, you men. Fleet reporting.
Bye bye.
Kill the cowards.
Time to sink you. I do love a good sinking. I'm actually going to keep waiting until I get dry. One more time. No, we're back to rain. Back to where we started. Cool. If you guys are in front. Artillery ships.
General! Yes, Commander!
Artillery. One ship down. Any more for any more? Yeah, as evidenced by the fact these guys are just sitting here, the AI has problems with these battles. So, yeah. Similar tech level between Empire. I mean, the tech has definitely changed a lot. There's been a lot of refinements to the engine, load of individual tweaks and changes. It wouldn't be a straight thing of being able, let's copy these battles and put them straight into Warhammer. The code is there, but as to whether or not they'd work, I mean, these barely work looking at the lack of the AI here. So, you know, I think from a cost perspective, actually, in the grand scheme of things, it's not, we're not really that worse off for not having naval battles in the Warhammer series, because they'd be just like this. Buggy, non-responsive AI. Wouldn't be fun. They'd be nice the first few times, but you'd probably just find yourself auto-resolving a lot of them. Naval invasions, though, a lot of fun. That's something I would have liked to have seen, like being able to attack from land and sea. That is good. But here we are just... We've got a dead AI. Not doing anything. Not responding. Wouldn't actually add much to the game. It would probably actually detract from the experience. While it's not a perfect solution with what they've added in, I actually don't mind the fact that at least you get a AI that, even though it's fairly basic and stupid at times, it does kind of work more often than not with the land-based island hopping battles that we have. I honestly think that we'll see naval battles back when there's a prominent era of naval warfare for them to really engage, and I think the one that's always worked best is that Empire and Napoleonic period. So that's when we'll likely get them back.
One of our ships can no longer fire. Your orders?
Because what, like the last Total War games actually have naval battles in was Thrones of Britannia, which was built off of this Attila code. Yeah, for all of the Samurai's naval battles, ironclads, they were good fun as well. I mean, when they work in Attila, they're fun, but there's just a lot of like legacy issues that still remain to this day. More so in Rome 2 than Attila, but there's still a lot of them anyway.
The enemy is boarding one of our ships. Ships at your command.
Oh, we got enough going on here? Yeah, there we go. You guys are saved. Oh, they're all gone as well. It's just this last one. Burn, ships burn. Hope you enjoyed that kind of more cinematic, static naval battle, where clearly the Langobards had completely forgotten how to sail. But it was nice target practice for my navy. Lovely. Thank you. Take a little bit of replenishment. Navy can now go in here. You guys stay. No, you guys knock them away.
For death and honor.
Was thinking like, do I want to put another army by the Langobards, but I don't want to completely put them off from attacking me. We'll see.
Make haste, men.
You can still move there, but I'm actually going to pull you back to Aquilia.
To it, men.
4v4 should be fine.
We hunger for battle. Come, fight with us.
Here we go. What will they do? Oh, there's their king. Oh, with a few new armies. Oh, no, sorry, that's all their armies there spreading out. I've just realized, actually, this is a terrible thing to do because they're just going to spread on out like crazies. Hi, rebels. Die, rebels. Pay him off. Right. Yeah, so they've run off. So we're not going to have that big... We'll have a battle against them, I guess, on land. Well, Belisarius, you might as well be the one to claim Verona. They're going to start attritioning. Oh, no, we can have a battle here. We can have a battle here. That'll be nice.
Ready for battle.
That one up there. They're starting to take attrition because of the mountains. What is Verona's garrison like? Pitiful.
We hunger for battle.
Well, in that case, let's 1v1 it. If we're not going to have a big battle, let's have one final battle with Belisarius, the Emperor himself. Let's do it. Here we go. Oof. Don't know if they'll come to me just off the basis that I have artillery and they don't. Let's find out. Explosive round. Heavy shot. Begin. Send them to me, the last enemies of Rome. We'll forget about the Visigoths.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Place to die. You can't be serious. None of you.
Nice beard, mate. Oh, here it comes. Catch a falling explosive pot and put it in your pocket. Save it for another day. When you will be dead.
To command.
Okay. Scaled clubman. Nasty. Germanic hewers. Yeah, Godensmen are the strongest they have. Forward.
Our general is being attacked. Keep him alive. Riders,
Ole! Testudo. Solari guard. For Rome.
Enemy units have returned to the battle. Engage!
Take out their general. Go cavalry, go. Just go into all these guys. Stay engaged. Oh, no! Oh, I thought we were about to lose Belisarius. They're hitting him with their own explosive pot. That would be the standard Lionheart way to end the campaign. What happened to your general? Caught a fire pot to the face? Not even fire pots can stop Belisarius. That much of a badass. Despite my best attempts. Oh boy. Be like, did anyone see Belisarius? I think I saw him disappear under a fire pot at some point. I haven't seen him since. Enemy general's gone.
Enemy general is dead.
Right. Belisarius, you've served us well. Chill. Rest of you, pull it back. Cavalry's getting a little bit battered. That's fine. I'm not too upset facing their final forces, having a few losses. We're basically done. So this will probably be our final battle unless we absolutely need to fight another one. But we're going to have to now give chase to their other armies. Yeah, Belisarius probably going to need to have some stern words with the Onager men. Where actually is he? Belisarius? Where are you? There he is. Good chap. Just finish him off. Chase him down. Nice job done. Oh, 452 kills from the large Onager though. Nice.
That is impossible. Commander.
Kick him, stab him, claim the settlement.
For battle.
Right, they'll now start taking attrition because they don't have any other. They should. Oh, can't quite reach that one. That's annoying. I reach you instead? No. I bet it's going to be the same story with all of them. Yeah, just out of range. I mean, I should probably go into Mediolanum, stop that being taken. Send you there, try and catch that one, and send you up here to try and catch that one. Send you up here, try and catch them. Because if they keep running, that's going to be annoying. Hopefully, though, I can get them. And I bet you guys aren't going to be open to
Welcome. We will talk
joining the lovely empire anymore. Oh, no, there we go. Boom. Job done. And you give me an army, which probably won't be that useful, but one, you can go up here and deal with those rebels. Oh god, it's terrible here, isn't it? Yeah, build that up there. Why is everyone so upset? Workshops here, don't have that there. All that. What are you doing? Thorium, let me convert that when we can. Gem cutter, I mean the public order, that's okay, yep. Nice. Huzzah. Oh god, we are negative. Okie dokie. Right, well, we're not going to need the Onagers. Bye-bye now. Get rid of those two that are weakened. Get rid of the mercenary slingers. And it's going to have to be some more cav. I don't want the skirmishers. I'll get rid of that other one. We need to be positive a little bit, otherwise we're all going to take attrition. Happy days. Give us a bit more money in the treasury. See these guys away.
On the move. Get to it, men. Ready for
Same with this one. Just fill up my treasury a smidge. Bye-bye now.
Commander, ready for orders.
I find it really interesting that in Attila you get so little from
At your command.
ransoming. At least with Rome anyway. Maybe that makes sense for them.
We hunger.
Yeah, smash.
Would
Smash.
I were as swift as the angels.
There we go. Nice little treasury built up.
On the move. I want hourly patrols. I am a shadow.
Okay. End turn. See if we can catch the rest of them. And win this campaign. That's it. Come back. Come back to me. Thank you. Oh, you're coming to Mediolanum? Interesting. Oh. The Emperor survives, even if a little singed. Hello, Poppets. Really? You think those two can defeat my army?
Regroup and fall back. Journey complete.
Oh, that was the one that came up there. I was thinking, hang on, what's going on? Really? Again, you think we can... I mean, I think I've got... Okay, there's one final battle to be had. Here we go. They're pressing the attack onto me. I've got 3 onagers. I sense someone's being a silly Billy. Wow, I'd love to take some high ground. But really going to be one that makes sense going for, so we'll just sit in the middle if I wanted to grab some high ground to try and secure our flanks, but that's fine. Everyone on flaming shot except the large onager. You're all going to go on explosive. That'll do. Archers, start with out in front, just so you get a clear line of sight and slightly more effective shooting, or at least that's what it feels like. Oh, have I lost a general? I have. What's happened? Been assassinated? Send them to me.
Reinforcements. More for us to kill. The enemy has been sighted.
Here they come. Fire pots away. No, I definitely want to. It's probably this is going to be our last battle, so let's have some fun firing fire pots. If I can actually aim properly, which I can't, because it's quite hard, to be fair. Fire that. If you don't hit the screen of cavalry out in front, you shoot the rest of them. Oh, that is way too low. What are you doing? Go further back. There we go. That's going to be too far over. No, no, it's going to be perfect. Yes! No, still going too far back. Got some kills, though. That is nowhere near far enough. That is into the stratosphere. Away. Come on. The other pot was still going. No. I'll be very good when they get a bit closer. Like, I can judge that range. I was about to say that might be okay, but no, not yet. I think I've accidentally nudged it too far again. Yep. Should be able to get some of them now, though. Still going to be too short. Some of the slower moving infantry. But I've got to stop because... time to advance. Quick, quick, quick. Let's still have some fun. Catch this, infantry. Strike! Would have been a hit if there was anybody there. Here we go. Splat. Testudo. Just at the right moment. Hit that general, please. Artillery. Oh, oh no, my cavalry. Every time. No, it's still not far enough. That could be it. No.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Ah, this is what they meant. Our center is going to buckle without cavalry support. Do you guys want to charge in rather than walking? Just a little suggestion. I love that animation where they throw them over the shield. That's nice. Hold the line. You guys have got them here. They're out of control though. In a mad frenzy. Lovely. Come back this way. Right. Oh. Oh, it's out of ammo. I was like, why can't I hit anything? I infinitely prefer this system though, even though it's super inaccurate. I infinitely prefer it to the one that you have in Warhammer, which isn't that good. And I think it's a shame actually that most of the artillery you can't actually do manual fire with. It's only a few of them. But I much prefer just having it on the arc shot.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Rather than on the weird aiming reticule that you have in Warhammer. Okay, there's the full break. Knew we'd have them.
One of our units can no longer fire. Their general is... Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
There we go.
We victory.
We victory. We've got them. I won't bother chasing them down because we can get them comfortably on the campaign map. It's awkward to aim with the arrow though. Yeah, but it's even more awkward to aim with Warhammer system. Like the arrows, it's not a great system, but it's better. And the thing is, I don't think they intentionally want to make it a super accurate system because otherwise it's super exploitable and really overpowered, right? But I don't mind the system that you have in this, to be honest. I prefer it over Warhammer's. Pepsi better than Coca-Cola? Oh, well, because I'm drinking a Pepsi right now. I mean, I think it's that I prefer the taste of Pepsi Max over Coke Zero. But if it was like full sugar Pepsi versus full sugar Coke, I'd probably go for full sugar Coke. There's nothing quite like a nice cold full sugar Coke in the summer. But also Pepsi Max is cheaper in the supermarkets, I find, than Coke. Oh, Asculum. All right, you're pushing it. Where did you come from? Was not expecting this. You can aim artillery manually in Warhammer Vanilla. Yeah, some artillery, not all. In previous Total Wars, it was basically a blanket wide, all artillery could do it. In Warhammer, don't know why only certain ones can do it. Like Doom Divers can. Most cannons can, but there's a few that can't. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount of like rhyme or reason to it. I'd also have liked it if War Machines could have done it. Good manual fire, but the thing is, manual fire is a much worse experience in Warhammer compared to like Attila and Rome 2 in terms of just functionality, I think. Here we go. Right, let's finish you guys off. Come on, let's get this done. You've already retreated. Here we go. Goodbye now.
Advance.
What game will I say is my least favorite Total War game? Not necessarily the worst, just the one I didn't enjoy. Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't necessarily think... Like, there's a lot of them that, let's say, are like least favorite. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the worst. I don't think necessarily any of them are particularly, like, proper bottom of the pile awful. Like, most of them function. They just do things differently than some of the others, you know? But probably my least favorite is Troy. Just because I didn't like the fact that kind of had an identity crisis. The whole game of being like truth behind the myth, then actually, now we're not going to do the truth behind the myth because we're going to have a mythological DLC, but also like just the whole truth behind the myth. It was a kind of, it was a halfway attempt. I feel it wasn't like full. Here's the history of it. They were like, here's kind of some loose bits about it. Maybe that could be mythological, but yeah, I just didn't think it made sense in that regard. Plus, also, I didn't like the pacing of Troy's campaign, similar to how I didn't enjoy Thrones' pacing of campaign. It just felt really. It felt really flat in the mid to late game because you were just sailing across the sea and it was pretty dull. But yeah, Troy for me probably. And then yeah, probably like Three Kingdoms as well. While it's feature packed with loads of mechanics, I just struggled with it towards the mid and late game. And it kind of felt like there were a few things that were in there that made some things almost unnecessarily complicated for the sake of adding almost like simulated depth rather than actual depth, if that makes sense. I feel like we had a few elements of that in Three Kingdoms for sure. And then any attempt to kind of recover that was just really shot down by the fact that it had like the worst possible DLC release schedule. With like the ones that make the least sense to release first, and the ones that make the most sense to release first, release them last. So yeah, those two I would probably say Troy and Three Kings at the bottom of the pile, despite the fact that there are things that both of them introduced to the series. Like Three Kingdoms is arguably the best diplomatic options of the series so far, and Troy added in the multiple resources system that we now see in Pharaoh.
Ready for orders. At your command.
Okay, I'm gonna have to add in workshops, otherwise it's gonna Yeah, probably slum it. Yeah, I've got to get rid of the Ostrogoths now.
We hunger for battle.
Langobards, are you not wiped out? Do they keep coming? Can you never actually wipe them? What madness is this? Or is it you like? Is it that Justinian called in multiple waves of them, but we never actually fought them? So this is our first and only. Well, there's more waves to it. Not our only waves, but there's more bits to it. Guess we'll find out. Or is there agents? We need to take them out somehow. Got some diseases going. I feel like they're yeah.
God in heaven.
They've spawned in as like a bonus thing.
Well,
Heaven be praised. I am done for now.
Says you technically are up here, but there's not actual any territory there. Their arse has indeed been spared.
On the move.
We need to deal with these guys, otherwise they are gonna take stuff. The only other thing would be trying to knock out their agents with my agent.
Commander, call this a garrison.
I'm going to deceive you. That ain't gonna work.
Fleet reporting. That is a dangerous.
Was that not actually a port?
The waves still beckon. We take this settlement. Laying siege to the settlement.
Okay.
None will escape. We hunger for battle.
Good thing I've got some reinforcements.
Is that all?
Bye-bye.
Ready for battle.
Ostrogoths are destroyed. It's just the Langobards, but
come, let me hear you.
I think they're bugged. As they have been this entire campaign, pretty much.
At your command. Commander?
Just because they've got those agents, maybe. Got to reclaim this then. If I can knock out the agents. Come on, let me knock you out. Failure, great.
My apologies to the Senate.
They will soon forget their allegiance. I am a shadow.
That's assassinate. Great.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, okay. Come on, assault him. Take him out. Yes!
My power knows no bounds.
They're still alive. They don't like the fact that I took out their agent there.
Are you brave or foolish or just mad? Well, speak. I will
Probably have to
listen
absorb them
before I
into the
turn you
Empire.
inside out.
We hunger for battle. Let them cower like kennelled dogs.
I'm just going to settle for finishing off the Ostrogoths, I think.
At your command.
Because otherwise I think I'll be chasing Langobards for quite some time.
Ready for orders. For God himself.
And also because our Empire is quite literally falling apart. with rebellions all over the place. Though, have we not hit... Oh, we not... Yeah, we were going to go for Western Roman Empire's triumph. What do we need? Need more units still. Oh, we need the following buildings. Ah, nuts. Master Goldsmith. Ah, yeah, I was going to go for that. And a Greek cathedral. Oh, no. How can I even build one of that? It's going to be like tech locked, isn't it? Oh, Metropolis, I need to get to that tax rate anyway. 15 turns. That's kind of annoying. The one region in Africa is bugged on the mini-map. We've got it. It just doesn't show up on the actual mini-map bit there. Yeah, we're just going to have constant rebellions to put down. We've basically won. I think I'm happy to call it there. We'll do one more end turn. A few rebellions. You guys are just there, but you can't do anything, so you're proper bugged out.
My time is spent.
Although, do I get a nice little cutscene if I complete this? It's just a pain. Have I not done this one? Doesn't have a check next to it. Oh, the enamel. Yeah, I haven't done that one. I haven't done a separatist victory. Enameler is what I need for that. Well, if I at least get to that one, I'd be happy. I've got all the buildings. Enameler, enameler, enameler. Where will that be? It'll be gold, right? Jeweler to enameler. Okay, 3 turns. Let's get that. Let's end on that victory. But I've also got to keep an eye on all these rebellions that I've got. Otherwise, we're just going to face the same thing again and again.
Ships to port. To your duties, men.
Oh, no, go back there. You've got to check around these bits.
We hunger for battle. Ready for battle.
Yeah, let's get the separatist victory at least. Won't worry about the other one just because we need to do so much.
Ready for
So much research to get it. And then get those buildings in there. It's not exactly going to be fun just blasting through turns and auto-resolving it. Might be something I just do for the if there's an achievement attached to it for Steam in my own time.
ready for orders. March. Ready for battle.
But the Lango bards are bugged.
On the move. That is it.
So
Ready for. Hear us, Lord.
here we go. Force march down here. Kick him away. Thankfully, we've got just enough armies in just enough places to deal with these rebellions.
Commander, set up the watch. Yes.
Just.
I am yours to command. Swift as the angels. I am a shadow.
Ready for.
Don't bother worrying about sanitation. Let's just get the enameler going. It's because then we get our victory. And we complete the separatist storyline. Wonderful. One more turn.
Commander, to victory! Regroup and fall back! We hunger for battle. Ready for orders. To your duties, men.
Right. That one over there. Back that away. Belisarius to Rome.
Call this a garrison?
You knock this lot away.
March.
And we are out of here. Rome is mine. Victory! Separatist victory. Took it all. Just ignore the glitch there. Boom. Job done. So yeah, there's no more objectives. You can't even yet. They're all cleared out. So you could go to Western Roman Emperor's Triumph. And all we need for that, we actually need to recruit a few more units. We had to disband loads of units, though, because we couldn't afford it anymore. And we need to get the Metropolis, Master Goldsmith, and Greek Cathedral. I might just do it as like a one-off thing when I'm bored one day. But yeah, don't need to get that because it's just going to be literally what we've done for the last like 10 or so minutes. Order resolving our way through rebellions and just throwing money into getting those bits sorted when they turn up. But yeah, we've got the separatist victory. Happy with that. Actually, we completely spaced out on the fact we hadn't got that yet. But there we go. Belisarius,
Ready for orders.
from humble beginnings to Emperor of the restored Roman Empire. Well done, mate. Top stuff. Anyway, that is where we'll wrap up this campaign. For those watching on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed this series. As I said at the start, a Napoleon Total War Darth mod series will be starting probably in about 2 weeks' time. It'll be a straight to YouTube series. I don't know exactly kind of what upload days yet. I am, as I said, planning to give you guys daily uploads of the series when it first begins. What I'll probably do... I mean, I don't know if I will actually kind of put them in slightly separate playlists for the Italian campaign and then the Egyptian campaign. Maybe we'll just title them as like Chapter 1, the Italian campaign, and then do like episodes. I don't think it'll take more than like a couple of episodes to do each of those mini campaigns because they're pretty straightforward and short. They're just nice little objective based ones, which I think would be fun to do. And then obviously the third chapter is the Grand Campaign. Which yeah, just opens the game up to a full Napoleon French campaign series on the Grand Campaign map on the main campaign of Napoleon Total War. So yeah, we'll do Napoleon Total War Napoleon with Darth mod starting in a couple of weeks time over on YouTube. Daily uploads probably for the first week or so. And if I can keep that going for a little bit longer, I will. And then it will drop down to like 3 or 4 a week. Probably looking at Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as a minimum. So yeah, until the next series of mine that you check out, wherever and whatever that may be, take care and ciao for now.